You're raving, you're raving, you're raving with Rua. Fabulous songwriters from Belgium and beyond, the lowlands, the highlands, and far across the pond. On Instagram and Facebook too, you can follow, like, and share. Please hit subscribe and join the tribe from the comfort of your chair. You're raving, you're raving, you're raving with Rua. You are raving with Rua. Good evening, everybody. Episode number 54 of Raving with Rua here tonight on my YouTube channel, Songs from the Rua Room, dedicated to singer-songwriters from Belgium and beyond. I have a mug of something. I won't tell you what it is just yet. I hope you have something to drink as well, and you're going to enjoy the show. As always, tonight's show is sponsored by the great people of G-Sharp Guitars, the world's finest travel electric guitars. Check them out there. Links below. If you are watching on Facebook, please give the Facebook page a like. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, I much appreciate that you hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell as well. Keeps you up to speed, keeps the channel alive, lets YouTube know that I mean business. That's how it works on this format, of course. So yeah, please hit that subscribe button down below. That would be brilliant. If you'd like to donate to the show, I have a PayPal link down there as well. All donations greatly received, never expected, but always appreciated. Thanks very much. We're having a bit of an Irish month this month on the channel, and I'm delighted to have a lady from Dublin with us this evening. All going to plan. If she's there, let's have a look, and please welcome to the show the lovely ALEIGH. Are you there? She's there.
Hi.
How was this whole lockdown treating you? Did you hibernate, or did you go into a big writing spree, or how was it going for you?
I suppose I did a bit of both. Yeah, I'm kind of hibernating away in my little cave, but
yeah.
Also kind of, I'm staying very much creative, and I'm getting a lot of stuff done. So I'm recording my album remotely. Have been since kind of March, since the beginning of all this crazy.
Yeah. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Exactly. Whatever you want to call it. But so yeah, but that's it, because some songwriters have dealt with this in different ways. They've either gone into it in a big way, gone into writing and creating, or they've kind of taken a step back. A lot of them do that because of a well-deserved break. A lot of you guys have been touring nonstop and gigging and putting stuff out, and that's what you do. That's what we do, right? As musicians. So I suppose it's no harm to take a little step back
just
from
to kind of refocus and adjust.
Yeah, exactly right. I'm just going to say hello. There's a couple of people. By the way, if you want to put in comments, boys or boys and girls, you can say hello. The lovely Gillian is there. Gillian Shoot. And the first day I met you to record you in Dublin in the Storehouse, Gillian was there as well. We had a great. I was surrounded by two lovelies, you and Gillian, side by side. I was getting serenaded by both of you, and it was a great day at the office. I remember it well. Hi, Gillian, and lovely to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Lovely to see you. And Germany's calling again. Chris, great to see you as well there. Chris, lovely to see you over in Deutschland. And of course, and again, a lot of the stalwarts of the show are watching from this end. If anybody wants to say hello or leave a comment or question, please do. And if it's relevant, I'll throw it up on screen. Where did it all begin for you, Gillian? Were you, did you grow up in a musical household, brothers and sisters playing music, mum and dad, anything like that, or?
Artistically and creatively, yeah. My family is very kind of creative and artistic. Musically, not so much, with the exception maybe of my brother. He's a pretty fantastic guitarist. My dad, though, when he was younger, he used to kind of play banjo and sing in like a few bands. I think he actually sang with this band called the Dublin City Ramblers before they became the Dublin City Ramblers. I think they were the Ramblers Yeah. So
your dad
initially,
was on the original version of that, was he?
yeah, he was.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Ah, very nice. And
Yeah.
you said your brother's a great guitarist.
He is. He's a great guitarist. Yeah.
Also
but
active on the
not so
scene.
much. Yeah. Yeah. So, but like my mom, like she's a writer. She was a writer, and then dad's an artist. All my brothers and sisters are artists. Like, so I suppose, yeah,
Wow.
it's always been kind of in the family, but not essentially music.
Yeah. And what about you then? Was it always music, or did you venture into the art world as well? Or
that was my kind of intention from the beginning. I was big into art all through school, and that I suppose I blame the nuns because they were always kind of encouraging me with regards to art and that kind of thing. And I think it was when I was about 5, I made this crib. Actually, it was Christmas, so funny enough. And they bought it from me for 25 quid.
The nuns bought the crib that you made.
Yeah, to have it in the church. So I got 25 quid for it, and I immediately invested in those hopperoos, hopperoos that you bounce around on.
Yeah.
And a guitar, as you do.
As you do.
Yeah.
I wonder now what kind of guitar you would have got for a change of 20 quid, or what was left after the bouncer.
It was a tiny little
was
yoke with plastic strings, but I loved it just the same.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you were rocking around the Christmas tree then with this little guitar.
Till it literally fell apart.
Literally, you played it to death, did you?
Yeah.
Great. That's a great story. I have to say hello as well while we're here from Mick Brown over in Galway. Thanks for tuning in, Mick. Thank you for letting me know we're loud and clear. So it's great. We have Germany and Belgium and Galway and all, and wherever Gillian Chute lives. I forget. Meader.
Oldcastle.
Oldcastle. Yeah. Good girl. Thank you. She came me now for saying I don't even remember where she lives. But yeah, so that's how it kind of came about for you anyway. It's great to have artists in the family initially, to have artists in the family. And we ever pushed a little bit towards music, or did you just kind of naturally gravitate towards it yourself then? Or
I suppose it was a bit of both. There was a piano in the house all the time. That's kind of where I first started writing little melodies and that when I was about 7. But so there was always the piano in the house. And then when I was in school, then my parents got me to do some piano lessons as well in school. So that was great. They were always they were always encouraging me towards music. I think I said to my dad once, he was like, I went to him and I said, I just want to be an artist. I want to be just like you. And he literally went, ah, like screamed.
No. Screamed. He went, no, I've created a monster.
So that was the end of that.
Well, do you still play a little bit of piano? Like, does the piano feature a little bit in your songwriting or in your writing process from time to time, or is it all guitar now? Or
no, I definitely go to the piano sometimes. It kind of depends on the song, especially if I'm trying to find like keys or whatever to align. Piano is really handy for that kind of thing. Or
I can imagine.
Yeah, no, I definitely go to it sometimes just to kind of change it up. Recently, I'm just kind of using like a drum machine and just kind of getting ideas from using different like rhythms and stuff.
Yes,
that's the newest kind of tool I've been using.
Yeah, well, we'll talk a little bit about the process maybe after we play our first song. We're going to kind of do this a little bit chronologically. You tell us a little bit about this Thinking of You song. It was 2006, I think, or right back 2016 when it was videoed, but you never released it. You said, is that how it worked?
Yeah. So, well, that's the only thing that's out there is that video. So I'm recording that at the moment. Finally, so that's going to be on the album. That song's going to be on the album, but I never recorded a version, so it's not like available anywhere. But it will be.
No, it will be.
Yeah, we recorded that here. Actually, we just did the video here in this room.
in that room, just an
stuck some
acoustic
sheets
version
on
of
the wall.
it. Yeah, so
I was going
you
to say
stuck what on the wall?
we
Say
just
that
stuck
again, Eve.
up sheets.
Bed sheets.
Yeah,
Yeah, to make it happen.
and just recorded it. Yeah, got some good
Perfect.
lighting, and yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
it
turned
worked
out
really
well.
well. It really did. What's is there a story behind it? Is it anything you want to say about the song before we play it? Is the inspiration or the?
I suppose it's just kind of like a song about an unrequited love song, I suppose, about missing someone, and also, I suppose, you know, follow your brain. Don't listen to your heart. Your heart's stupid.
Right. Okay. Well, that's a good enough intro for me. We're going to give it a spin. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks. This is the great ALEIGH with a song called "Thinking of You." Have a listen to this. And
I don't know how to succeed, but I know failure tries to please everyone. I'm not looking for a life of ease. I know pain is what defines someone. I know somehow I have failed you. Pain's all that's succeeding, and I know you're somewhere not thinking of me. Please, I'm here thinking of you. I know there's a difference between living and merely existing. I know saying yes to happiness means letting go of desires that are draining. My desire remains to be you. To go without, I'm just existing. And I know you're somewhere not thinking of me, but please, I'm here thinking of you. See, I know all of these things, yet my heart pays no heed to what's true. So what's the use in knowing when all my heart wants to know is you? So my love remains. Although I'm merely existing, knowing you're somewhere not thinking of me, but please know I'm here thinking of you. Ooh, please know I'm here thinking. Ooh, please know I'm here thinking. Ooh, please know I'm here thinking.
ALEIGH, look at that. That's a beautiful song, and you're a beautiful singer and a really, really good guitar player. I'm going to say that publicly. Said it to you before. But yeah,
Thank you.
I don't think your brother is the only guitarist in the house for some strange reason. We say in Ireland, it's not from the ground you got it. Do you focus a lot on the guitar playing? Is that something that you work on as much as you would say songwriting? And I know you're from you went to the Ballyfermot Rock College, am I right? Is that yeah? So you have a history there, right?
Yeah. I didn't spend an awful long time there, but yeah, that's kind of where I went to straight after school. Yeah. I suppose with the acoustic, when I was kind of playing as a solo artist without the band, I had to kind of come up with songs that were, because when you're playing the acoustic guitar, it's a fairly rhythmic kind of instrument. You kind of create your own rhythm, and then you're kind of using the bass string a lot as well. So it's kind of bass and kind of sets the rhythm as well, and the tempo. So when you join a band then and you're playing electric, you kind of have to change your playing style a little bit, because you're playing differently, because now you have bass and you've got drums. So you can kind of, it frees you up to kind of, write little riffs and
sure.
Again, do you know what I mean?
And what do you think, of your after your time in Ballyfermot? What do you think you took away from that course? Would there be one thing, or would it be just like a lot of little things, or would there be one thing you'd say, yes, this is what stood to me the most from doing that course, or would it be a series of things? What do you think?
Great, like the great thing about that college is you kind of learn every aspect of the music business. You're learning about production. There's a little studio in there. You can record your own kind of songs and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And as well as that, you can kind of set up little bands. They kind of encourage you to set up like kind of little bands and that kind of thing. So you get to kind of play with lots of different kind of mess around with different genres and different styles.
Yeah.
And it opens up a whole new world to you. It's like, it's nice. Really good.
So you'd recommend it?
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah.
How long did you spend there?
Great to be around like-minded, people as well. Yeah. It's great.
Oh, were you there like a year or more? A long time?
There a year.
A year.
Yeah.
Nice. You feel, you said, when we were talking earlier off camera, that you feel more comfortable nowadays anyway in a band situation rather than solo. Is that correct? And is there a reason behind that?
I guess because it kind of allows me to kind of mix up genres, and I can kind of play kind of slower ballady kind of songs, or I can play a lot of kind of guitar driven rock songs, and it's great to have that kind of option. I can be all up front and have the whole band playing, like, or I can just peel back and just do some acousticy kind of stuff. It's just it's great to be able to kind of have that.
Huge power. Great power in the band, but you don't feel like more insecure in one position than another. No, you're equally comfortable. Do you? Is that part of it? Yeah. Okay.
I feel
just more exposed.
I feel a lot more confident in front of a band than as a solo singer songwriter. I don't think of myself. I don't consider myself much of a singer, to be honest with you. But
do you not really? It's strange, isn't it? No, you have a beautiful voice. You're a great singer. And why do you think that is? You just feel more comfortable playing guitar, and
it's just kind of, they have your back.
I
don't know. It's just
But as a singer, I mean, what do you think? You just don't feel that you're. Is it because you compare yourself to other singers, or what's the
probably
the thinking behind it?
Yeah, there probably would be a bit of that. Yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, it's funny because I never sang ever. I used to be in choirs and stuff in school, but I used to just mime.
Did you?
But for years, I got away with it for years.
It's definitely not me because I'm not singing at all. So just to get out of class, you were there like miming along.
Yeah,
nice.
And then she had to go through everybody to find out who was singing it. Oh God, my heart was in my mouth. Really? And so eventually I had to kind of sing out loud in public.
And that scared the bejesus out of
And that was the start of it. Well, kind of.
That was the start of it, kind of. Yeah.
Living
scared
out of me.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well. Nuns will also have that effect on you too. Catholic nuns are pretty scary, in fairness.
Oh yeah.
Also, for sure. Well, we have another song. Tell us when you. But first of all, tell us about your new album is coming out when and where and how. Give us a little bit of insight into ALEIGH.net, by the way, folks. That's the website. So check that one out later on as well. Yeah. So the new album, that first song we played, will be coming out on the new album. Is there a set date for release or anything like that, or?
There isn't. I had kind of the intention was to have it all recorded and everything, and to release it kind of around about now.
Yeah.
But things didn't exactly work out that way.
No, not really.
Yeah. So it's probably gonna be early next year now at this stage. So because of that, I'm going to release a single instead. I'm going to release a single in a couple of weeks.
Lovely.
With a nice video. So that's.
Will that single be any of the songs we're playing tonight, or not?
No.
Really? No.
No, it's a brand new.
That's a surprise. It's a surprise for later. That's good. Yeah. That's fine. We're going to play another lovely song of yours called Our Song. Give us a little bit of info about that song, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. Well, I guess it's another.
It's not unrequited love, is it?
It is a little bit. I'm sorry about that.
All right then. Okay.
Well, kind of, I suppose, in a way. It's making something pretty out of something kind of shitty, I suppose.
Also a good name for a song, pretty and shitty.
Yeah. I suppose it's asking someone to stop delaying the inevitable and just kind of get it over with, because you know that they're gonna leave you anyway.
Right. It's that kind of scenario. Yeah.
Yeah, you want them to break your heart quicker. Just get it over with.
Just get it over with.
A cheery subject.
Cheery subject. Well, let's play the song, and we'll be back in a few minutes, folks, with more chat with ALEIGH. This is called Our Song, and another gem from the pen of ALEIGH.
Stop the lights, hold everything. Is there something you would like to say to me? I can tell by the stance you take, and your silence echoes all of our past mistakes. And I know that it's hard. It's harder in the dark, so hesitating. I know she's waiting. Eyes that shine like stars, and warm and open arms that hold you. Oh, Jamie, you can't do harm. I'm already broken, you're already gone. Jamie, help me right this wrong. This can be our song. our song. Whoa. Is she waiting? Her name resounds. Complicated, feet her firmly on the ground. She's watched our ship sail out of sight, not once or twice, far too many times. I know that it's hard, it's harder in the dark, so hesitate. I know she's waiting, eyes that shine like stars, warm and open arms that hold you. Oh, Jamie, you can't do harm. I'm already broken, you're already gone. Jamie, help me right this wrong. This can be our song. This can be our song. Oh, oh, oh. Now's your chance to cast it all aside. I'll be fine, you know I always get by. I just hope, given time, you make it out of my mind. So please no longer waste any more of my time. Jamie.
Wow, that is just awesome. My first time to hear that song. It's an absolute stunner, as they say in Dublin. Jeez. Rachel O'Regan says, "Awesome, Aoife." Absolutely. Thank you for tuning in, Rachel O'Regan, and thank you for all the great comments that are coming in. By the way, if there's any kind of crackling on this, folks, just for the viewers and the listeners, that could be the stream. But when you all buy the album, there'll be no crackling at all. It'll be perfectly clear and clean. And you'll get Aoife's albums on ALEIGH.net, just so you know. That's where you can get them. Beautiful songs, beautiful music. I forgot to ask you in the first song as well, who that lovely cellist was playing with you.
That's Claire Green. She's a fantastic cellist.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do we have a visitor?
We do. They have woken up.
Is that Puka?
Yeah.
Give us a look. Hello, Puka. Smile. Oh, he's not sure. Hello, welcome to Raving with Rua, Puka. Very nice to see you. He was in the sound check too earlier, but okay, so he woke up. You have two, have you?
Yeah, they've both woken up, yeah. Just waiting for them to knock over something, but it's good.
That's all right, sure, if it happens. So say Avi. They're, you know, if they live there too, they live there too. What can you do?
Yeah.
That's it. What you can do.
Yeah, they're great.
Gorgeous. Yeah, Annageen is just saying, ooh. Indeed. I know. My thoughts exactly, Annageen.
My babies, my fur babies.
John Cernell, if I'm saying that correctly, is there as well. Beautiful song. Thank you, John, for tuning in and for your listening ears. Lovely to have you here with us. Have you ever done any kind of co-writing, Aoife, or has it been very much like a solitary thing for you?
It has actually. I haven't yet, but okay. I would like to at some stage. I am actually collaborating with a guy. It's something completely different that we're going to be kind of releasing next year.
Right. Do you want to spill the beans or keep it under the hat?
Yeah.
Say that again.
It's a lot of fun. Another different genre.
Okay.
A very different genre. So yeah, that'll be fun.
Right, and that's from the point of view of writing together as well as
Yeah.
doing the
Well,
show.
he's basically kind of writing the music, and I would just be kind of vocals and some of the lyrics as well. So completely different.
Yeah, but it's nice.
Used to. But yeah, great. You know, love it.
Would you say a particular type of genre influenced you more in the early days, rock or jazz or blues, or would it be one thing?
Probably,
yeah,
probably rock music and kind of 60s, 70s kind of, you know, rock kind of stuff. But then I did love kind of Frank Sinatra and that kind of Rat Pack kind of, you know, thing as well. So I don't know. I listened to a lot of music kind of growing up. So
yeah, and I guess your parents did too, and you probably heard a lot of it at home, did you? Yeah, but that's good. That's, you know, that's top quality stuff. What kind of rock bands can you remember the names of any of the kind of the rock bands you would have heard early on?
Yeah, probably.
You can blame your daddy for.
Probably like Motorhead and Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin and.
Nice. So they were
Negative. And then kind of, you know, 90s rock bands, Nirvana and Smashing Pumpkins and all, you know, all those
all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Well, you were into the good stuff, and you know, you got the good 70s stuff. I know Mojo's my friend. Mojo's uptown there. Listen to this as well, and yeah, he'll appreciate that now as well. But yeah, that good stuff, proper heavy rock. Yeah, the real deal. Stuff. The real deal. Remind me, did you say your dad was a guitarist, or was he? You said he was also into just into music.
No, he's just kind of into music. He did play the baron and baron on the banjo.
Yeah, he was in the original Dublin City Ramblers. You were saying, yeah.
But he's an artist. He kind of he's always been like an artist. He's kind of an illustrator. He used to do kind of caricatures and that kind of thing. A lot of kind of school books and that growing up. Anne and Barry. He invented Anne and Barry. So
is that his?
Barry. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well done, Dad. So that's no mean feat. Yeah.
He did a lot of the Fallons, kind of old readers and Jacob's biscuits and all that kind of stuff.
God, he has a very important catalogue of work then behind him. If he did graphics for all of those. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm just reading a comment here from Chris. Rock and other genres, what did he say, are different, but accents of the same language. Yeah, that's well put, Chris. Indeed, he's a rocker friend from Germany. Absolutely right. And of course, you know, music is an international language as well, isn't it, Chris? It just covers all. It covers all genres and covers all walks of life, and it's great, you know, to see younger people, whether it's us coming up in Ireland with a traditional Irish music background. You can have somebody with that kind of upbringing who also simultaneously listened to heavy rock music mixed with Nirvana, whatever it is, and then still play a fiddle or a flute or a bodhrán and have a great graw for that style of music. And that's, I suppose, one of the things we have, one of the great things we have in Ireland. We grow up exposed to all these genres and end up loving them all. And even though we might make a career out of one or, you know, follow one, we still have the cross section of music, and that's a big deal. We do that very well in Ireland. I think so.
Definitely do.
So too. Would you ever? Did your dad ever, or anyone ever do any family ever do any artwork for your album covers, or is that something you ever thought about, a poster, or do you?
Yeah. Well, my sister did one of the posters. I think it was for my first single launch in Whelan's. She designed the poster for that. My sister Lisa.
Beautiful. And
actually, the album artwork that is going to be featured on the album. Is my brother's painting by my late brother, actually. So it's nice. It's kind of like a tribute to him, as well as it just fits as well with kind of.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your brother. I didn't know your brother passed. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just nice to kind of involve him in it as well, because it's a big
beautiful
thing for me. It's my debut album, and it's nice to kind of,
Yeah. See, I keep forgetting it's your debut album as well. For some in my head, you've been on the scene a long time, and in my head, it's like you're on album 2 or 3 at this stage, But no, it's the very first one. Is it coming out on a label? Is it a completely independent, or?
It's not. I'm completely independent now.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, when we spoke before, you were saying about some of the nightmare scenarios you had in record label land. Yeah, it's not always the most pleasant place to be, of course.
No. It's great. It's great to be able to have the opportunity to be able to do that, because I don't think I'd be able to do it if I didn't have the support and like Sean Kavanagh, who plays bass with me. He's like such a good mate. He basically is the one that's making it all possible, because if I wasn't able, like, I'm recording stuff remotely from here and I'm sending it to him.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like doing all the kind of techie mixing, and we try and kind of have the odd kind of Zoom call to kind of check in and make sure we're both still on the same page, because Zoom isn't smart, it's kind of crazy. But so it's it's having the support and the backing of these fantastic musicians and that kind of thing that makes it all kind of possible,
Yeah, well, big kudos to him, for doing that, for sure, because it's and also not so easy to be doing this remotely and not being able to meet up, and because it's we're so used to being in the same room when we do this, so a little bit daunting, I'm sure, to be so far away from each other, and and not to be able to be to create this vibe together. But again, you're working with the right person. As you said, being on the same wavelength is half the battle sometimes, and to be able to. Is he involved in this next song, the Boy's Not Right?
Yeah, he Sean played bass in this song, and he also made the video. So
he's multi-talented man.
Yeah.
It's also a great song, and we'll give it a spin. Let's give it a spin. Boy's Not Right. It's one of the songs I remember when I met you the first time we recorded this for the Ruhr Room Rambles in the Storehouse in Dublin, and you did a great job on it too acoustically. This is the production version, and it's fabulous. Let's have it, folks. Boy's Not Right, official music video from ALEIGH. Great track.
I've been scuffling around in doubt, boy. He sure was a tricky one to figure out. Me, sleepless night, boy's not right. Embodiment of very bad decisions, but I was so in love with his sin-drenched skin, a thankless, a visible blight. Boy's not right. Oh, he played me for a fool. Cold dark heart, so cruel, so cruel. devilish mind. All he gives is love, but love of a losing kind. That's right, boy's not right. Girl who finds her next, it's you I pity most, leaves you like the rest, empty as a ghost. Da-da-da-da. Love him with a caution, baby. Always keep one foot in the door. You know that I'm right. Say I didn't warn you when all that holds you is the night. Boy, the boy, that boy's not right. Hey, hey.
Boy's not right. Yeah, that says it all, really. That was obviously inspired by the Catholic nuns that you grew that video. I mean, it brought me right back.
Yeah.
To the nuns of Catholic Ireland. Apart from the leather catsuit, maybe.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Did you see Sean's comment on that there? Sean Cavan says the talent is all. ALEIGH, I'm simply enjoying listening and watching this wonderful artist create fantastic music. Thank you for saying that, Sean. I think you're bang on the button. My friend Anna Gein in Belgium here says the boys are never right here. It's a lovely song though. Nice one, Anna Gein. But yeah, and do you want to give the drummer a shout out there?
Yeah, and Tom Dunn on drums there as well. Yeah. Yeah,
great. But yeah, lovely, really well made video too. So not only is he a great, as you said, bassist, right, and production engineer, but yeah, it's a tasty, well made video as well. Love it. Love it. Remember, I was going to ask you, and I don't know if you have it there handy. It just obviously you can see when I think of something, it just jumps into my head. Like we were talking about that lovely Gibson guitar that somebody made for you. Do you have it handy there that we could have a look at it, or do you want to do it in the next section?
Yeah, I'll bring it in the next section.
Bring it out. We'll have another song in a moment. I'd just love to see it. Tell us a little bit about it first. I think it's like a bright green Gibson, is it?
It's crazy.
Beautiful, yeah.
Like greeny, I called it. It was gifted to me last year on my birthday by Sean, actually, whose mate kind of revamps kind of old vintage kind of guitars. So it's a 1970s Gibson. So sounds very
lovely to have a guitar of that vintage. Yeah, same vintage as myself.
Yeah, great
vintage. So 70s. Yeah, can't go wrong.
Good year.
Great year. You can't go wrong with the 70s.
No.
But we'll have a look at that then after we come back from the next song. Before we say good luck, if you wouldn't mind showing us, and for the guitar geeks out there and the pedal heads, what kind of setup would you go out with? I mean, talk to me a little bit. If you are, I assume you're playing electric with the band pretty much, or quite a bit, right?
Yeah, most of the time electric with the band.
Would you care? Yeah. So just tell us a little bit about your setup, your amps, and maybe your pedals or guitars that you might use on stage with the boys.
Usually, if I'm playing electric, I just kind of use the a selection of pedals, the usual kind, reverb and delay, and a bit of distortion and that kind of thing. But if I'm playing with it depends on the venue, I suppose, and who the sound engineer is.
Yeah. Would you always know that in advance, though, or would you just kind of have a set?
Well, you'd kind of know if you've played there before what kind of the setup is, and who the sound engineer is going to be. But so it would kind of depend on that. But it's fairly basic. I mean, it's not. I don't like use any bells and whistles, and just kind of the stable of
And what's your go-to electric then? Would it be the Gibson, or would it be something else that you have? Your electric, I mean.
Well, no, there's a Fender I play as well, Fender Strat, which is very nice as well. So and
mainly
the
that
great
one.
thing about the Fender I have is it never goes out of tune. So like it's great in that respect. Whereas the Gibsons I have, well, especially the Epiphone, the ES 339, that has a tendency to kind of detune a little bit.
All right.
I tried to get it fixed up, but your man said, "Don't bother. It's not worth it."
He was like, yeah.
I was heartbroken. But
I know. My friend Chris says, Gibson guitars, curse and a blessing, says Chris. Yeah, he knows his guitars as well. Probably right. Paul White is asking a question there. What artist inspires you the most, or has inspired you the most? That's just a question that came in there on Facebook from Paul White. Hey, Paul, thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Paul. What artist? I have to say, I don't know. I was obsessed with Queen growing up. I was extremely obsessed with Freddie Mercury.
Wow.
Like,
well,
big
can't
time.
go wrong there. Yeah.
So I wanted to be him, basically. So
what do you think it was about him? The power of performance, or?
Yeah, exactly. Just charisma. He's just like such an amazing performer. I think more so than, and his voice obviously is spectacular.
Oh man.
I don't think anyone even comes close to the power of his voice. I can't, So yeah, basically.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And of course, you would have. Well, another one of the bands you would have heard, of course, as a child, growing up, a lot, I suppose, if you were listening to Motorhead and all the other stuff, right? So that would have been quite present, I'm sure. Queen would have been one of the big ones for you, yeah.
Yeah. Massive, yeah. And Brian May's. I know a lot of people aren't. Well, some people aren't much of a fan.
Too keen.
Yeah, especially my brother. I don't know why. He has a unique style, which is amazing. And I'm a big fan of Brian May's playing as well. So,
nice. No, it's cool. It's good to get that little insight into the upbringing and into the inspirations. We're gonna have time always flies in these things. So we have time. We play Bad Things. We have another song, and then we'll come back. Maybe you can root out that lovely green Gibson for me. I want to, so I can have it. Annoy me with it, so I can, have a look. And I was enthralled by it when I saw it on your social media page. But Bad Things, more bad boys, or what?
It's a bit of a kind of sarcastic kind of song.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. It's kind of like basically kind of owning your mistakes and holding them up and saying, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of sarcasm.
What's the line? Why do all the bad things feel so very, very good? Is that the line?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's self-explanatory, really.
Yeah.
It is. Well, let's give it a lash. It's a great song. Song number 4, folks, today from the great ALEIGH, Dublin-based singer songwriter. Fantastic. It's a song called Bad Things. Check it out. Turn it up.
Father, if you're listening, I've something to confess. How my heart is in pieces and my life's a broken mess. I never pick the right ones, they don't satisfy my needs. This lust for picking wrong ones, the flesh so much more sweet. Forgive me, Father. forgive me. Father, I have sinned. I have so many bad thoughts, done so many bad things. What's worse is I don't care like I should. Why do all the bad things feel so very damn good? It was a violent September when the hurricane my way. We were equally imperfect, this perfect kind of way. Set fire to the curtains, we set fire to the bed. We couldn't quite contain it, for good to burn instead. Forgive me, Father, Father, please forgive me. Father, I have sinned, I have so many bad thoughts, done so many bad things. What's worse is I don't care like I should. Why do all the bad things? I lost my wings somewhere along the way. I was once an open hand, now I'm a fist in a pocket of shame. I don't think that'll change, I don't think that I could, when all these very bad things feel so very good. Now that I've recounted some details of my life, I was once somebody's lover, I was once somebody's wife. Forgive me, I defaulted, I walked the fuck away. Those keys in a transaction box, wedding rings on eBay. Forgive me, Father, Father, please forgive me. Father, I have sinned, I have so many bad thoughts, done so many bad things. What's worse is I don't care like I should. Why do all the bad things? Why do all the bad things? Why do all the bad things feel so very damn good?
Pure class, Aoife Lee, pure class. Favorite line? I walk the fuck away. Sometimes you have to just walk away.
You sure do.
You sure do.
Yeah.
That's right. Never be afraid to walk the fuck away. Absolutely. and a fabulous video. Again, also made by the same man, or
Partly. So the video of myself singing was made by Sean, but then I just kind of bought pieces of videos of different clips of people dancing and then put it together. So it was kind of a self-made kind of
so effective. Yeah, absolutely
great. A Frankenstein video.
Yeah, Frankenstein thing. Yeah. Works so well for that song as well. Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, kudos. Give a shout out before we go to the people in your band, if you don't mind. Just give them name drop them for me.
Yeah. So Sean Kavanagh, Claire Green, and Tom Dunn. It's actually just myself and Sean these days, though.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
We're actually
Sean Kavanagh was watching.
Yeah, we will be looking for a drummer for the new year when gigs eventually come back, because they will.
Indeed. So it's evolving. Yeah, like that's it. Yeah. And how many tracks will be on the new record, or is that set in stone yet?
There's 12 tracks.
Great. That'll be full bowl album. And again, kudos to Sean there. I know he's watching. He's keeping an eye on you. Sean, thank you. Great work. You're doing great work. The production is brilliant, and I might have to get a few video tips off you down the road for myself, for my own channel here. Who knows? Have you got that green that gorgeous
Oh, yeah.
green thing with you. You have.
I do.
Give us a look at that for the guitar geeks watching. I know, especially the Gibson fans, this 1970s beauty. Look at that with the name ALEIGH on it. I'm going to take off that. Take off your website for 1 second so we get a good look. Good look at that. Wow. No, it looks beautiful. What have we got? A P90 and you know the pickups in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You know, I wished I played better electric guitars because I love the look and feel of electrics. There's something about them.
Yeah.
There's a sexiness. There's a sexiness to them. But how lovely that! Yeah, how lovely that you got your name on it, and yeah, beautiful 1970s. Les Paul model, I suppose, is it? I'm not up to speed with them. Yeah. Les Paul. Yeah, beautiful. Thanks for showing me that. I wanted to. It's kind of as close as I got to it. I saw it on social media, and I says, I have to ask her about this. Yeah, I do. I just see another comment coming in. Yeah. Just great lyrics and nice. Lots of thumbs up for that video and that song.
Great.
I want to thank you so very, very much for giving us your time tonight, Aoife.
Thank you. Thank you so
lovely
much.
talking to you. My pleasure. So this is great fun to do these things, and as I said, if there was a little bit of crackling going on, you know, that's the internet. That's what it is. These live streams are sometimes crackly, but as I said, people, please go and check out ALEIGH.net. Get all the info. Maybe get an album. Ideal Christmas present, as they say. So I want to thank you. The single is out when?
Probably in just before Christmas, so probably the 23rd.
Okay, I also have your Facebook page linked in the description below as well, so people can follow along there on the socials. Let's see when that's happening, and I suppose it'll be on your website as well, so they can get it there. Thanks again. You can hang on here, and I'll say goodbye to the folks. We'll have a little chat backstage. You, me, and Puka. We'll have a little chin wag if you have time. Well, I say goodbye. Thanks very much, and the very best of luck with all the releases. And have a happy Christmas and a new year, and hopefully we'll see each other when the dust settles. Thanks.
Yeah.
See you later.
Thanks, Eddie.
You're welcome. There you go, folks. The brilliant ALEIGH.net is the website. Please check her music out, and fantastic singer-songwriter from Dublin that I was very fortunate to meet last year and record a song or two of hers for the Rural Room Rambles here on the channel. You can check out the playlist there. You'll find all the different playlists, all the different artists. This stream is a very small part of the channel, but it's a very fun part of the channel. So thank you all very, very much for being with us from wherever you tuned in around the world. We greatly appreciate you having you here. I'm back again next week with my Austrian friend who's going to be chatting here on Wednesday, the 2nd of December, I believe. Christoph Schellhorn is with us here on Raving with Rua. Take care of yourselves. Mind yourselves. Stay safe and well. I'll see you next time on the next one. Bye for now.